Roberto Sanchez ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Lawrence as he started off looking like a budding superstar, but then he suffered an ankle injury and was a shell of himself the rest of the way. His team needs him to stay healthy if they plan on maximizing their full potential. And if that ends up being the case, they'll have a good shot to win a lot of games here in 2024.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Etienne is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback. Finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
Here's Richardson to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Able to slither by. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Richardson looking to throw.
That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now Richardson.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown Colts. Cox, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Lawrence. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. The deep to return is Josh Downs. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He stiff arms him. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Now it's Richardson. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now ETN to start the drive.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Richardson working from the gun. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the shotgun, Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Back to the air with Richardson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
In motion, the tight end. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Richardson looking to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Richardson. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Again, it's Richardson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. And he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with Richardson. They'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Right back to Davis. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of Skip. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Richardson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes, terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So here now Lawrence and the Jaguars down 28-21, a minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Bigsby. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence. Completes it to Davis. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And that's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Boy, you want to talk about guts? Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. One last shot for Richardson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding